morning. It's Wednesday, June 15th, day 89. Started at Swift Run Gap at 9:15 a.m. It's 10:15. I've gone 3.2. It's supposed to be hot and humid today. It's humid, but thankfully right now it's generally not too hot on the trail compared to a couple days ago when I got off in Elkton, which ended up being a 0 day yesterday because I didn't like the forecast. June 15th, I feel like I'm forgetting something. I don't know what, something on this date, but anyway, I don't know where I'm going today. Feeling guilty about the 0. Thinking the 20, but we're gonna see how the day advances here and how the weather holds up in the heat. There's a lodge at the top at like 13 miles from 10 miles from here or something, where supposedly they have raspberry milkshakes or some shit. I don't know. We'll see how the morning goes in the early afternoon. I don't know whether it was all the fried chicken and cheeseburgers I ate at the gas station or what, but and the trail's not as brutal as it was the day before, so feeling okay right now. A little sad hitting the trail. Honey Baby wants to plan a meet in Harper's Ferry, which was 117 from where I started today. So I'm hoping I can kind of regulate my days to pull that off in a little over a week, which I think shouldn't be that big of a deal. Well, everything's a big deal, but should be doable. Here we go, second climb of the day. Of course, as soon as I break the camera out, I made some adjustments to my pack, very minor. It was feeling awkward the last week. I don't know if it was all stretched out or wet or what, but the brain wasn't, I couldn't tighten the brain. It's like the straps were bottoming out and the brain was still loose. So I kind of moved my rain gear, instead of being one lump on the back pocket, I kind of stacked it vertically, which wasn't a big deal. But I also didn't obsess over compressing my lower level, which is my sleeping bag and my puffy and sleeping gear. I kind of took a little more caution to loosely pack it, so that when I put my food and tent on top of that, it kind of elevates the height of my pack and makes it narrower and taller. And the brain was better this morning. But unless I'm just feeling energetic from the rest, it seems to have had the effect of changing the center of gravity of my pack, and it feels pretty comfortable today, which it usually does not after taking a day off. So yeah, just wanted to mention that. It's no big deal. Very minor adjustment. All right, I'm sweating out here. Hope I make 20. So a couple videos ago, when I saw that rattlesnake after 900 miles, I mentioned that, oh, that was interesting. I saw a rattlesnake right after 900 miles, and then I came within 10 yards of a black bear right after 700 miles. So I thought it was kind of coincidental. Well, laying in the hotel room last night, I realized right after the 500 mile mark, I saw my first ponies within an arm's length. And then right after Dingleberry Dome in the Smokies, right after 200 miles, I came within 10 feet of that barred owl that was motherfucker hanging out with me, and then flew down the trail. So 4 out of my 9 milestones were accompanied within a short period on the same day of a I don't know what you would call it, a trail animal that everybody kind of likes to find. I wonder if I'll ever see a moose. I mean, get to Maine or New Hampshire. So about a mile back or so, saw a guy going southbound with a bunch of 2021 tags. I'm like, hey, what are you doing the trail again? You southbound? Well, it turns out he was just finishing up a section that he had missed last year, but he did northbound last year and got as far as Great Barrington. So while he didn't finish, I consider that an accomplishment. I told him if I get to Great Barrington, I'll be very proud. So he's finishing up a hike, but he was going southbound to get to Dalesville. But the interesting thing was, he was near my hometown, Kingston, New York, is where he was from, and he had a hat that said "Gunks" on it. So I thought that was pretty cool. I didn't stop and chat long because I just want to make time. I also started the trail with serendipity this morning. She stopped for a second to chat with some other hikers, and I said, I'm sorry, I'm just going to keep going. I got goals to accomplish here. I can't stop every 5 minutes and talk to people, as rude and shitty as that sounds. So the guy from Kingston told me there's at Lewis Campground is a place to get right off trail to get a bite to eat and a cold drink. So we'll see how I feel when I get there, and whether that's I don't want to hold myself up for another half hour, being as I'm making pretty good time so far today. So that was the second climb. I'm going downhill again. That climb was pretty long, but not horrible. And I'm going to eat something to keep my calories up. Well, that was my fifth big climb of the day. Felt good in the beginning, but now my feet and Achilles are sore. Hot and humid. Maybe I'm dehydrated, but so I'm at 12.5 miles. It's 2:45. So I should be at 11 miles normally. I stopped at Lewis Campground with some of the gang, and it was right off trail wayside, and I was hesitant because that cost me my advantage, because I was doing 3 miles an hour, but it gave me an opportunity to get a Gatorade and get a wrap, and I would have had to stop and eat out of my bag anyway. So it's, I have in my head that don't stop and eat, keep those miles going, but that's not smart, although it's kind of what I've been doing. Anyway, so the plan is these guys all want to go off and get the famous blueberry milkshake, but that's a half mile off trail and a half mile back, and they close at 5. We could probably make it. I just don't know why do another mile. So I don't, and then I'm gonna go to Big Meadows lodge, and the plan is maybe to share a couple tent sites. They tried to get a lodge room and split it, but it was booked. So that would put me at 17 miles for the day, which isn't horrible, given that it's hot and humid, and there were some big climbs today and more coming up. Man, I am humping, sore. The other option is I do a little over 20. I just don't know that I can do that today, especially being as my Achilles are acting up, and I have an opportunity to split a tent site for a reasonable price. and hang out with some people and get up earlier tomorrow and maybe do more mileage. I don't know. All right. I don't know why I'm struggling, man. My feet are killing me. Even after yesterday's rest, everything in my feet hurt. I'm just at a stumbling crawl. I got 1.9 to go to the lodge. Achilles hurt. I don't know what's going on. I tried drinking a liter of water. And I even ate a 500 calorie payday. Looks like I got the gout. I'm struggling.
Mountain, huckleberry, and then what else? Layered snob. I don't think so.
It might be on the other side off that blue trail.
I think we're in that direction there.
Did you go get the milkshake?
Oh no. I don't know what is it.
It was too far off the trail for me. Where are we at? What is the name of this place? Big Meadows Lodge. Staying at a tent site tonight, but they happen to have beers and food here, so. "17 miles. Oh, we're waiting for dinner. We decided to have a proper meal, and then we're headed back to this campsite. And I don't like fog and dew, but it looks like we got going on here.
We can do the creepy looks, you know. It's like,
Hey,
what's up?
we're missing somebody. What's up, Sauce?
What's good?
What are you having? Tell us.
Prom Queen,
What up?
Magnolia, and we're missing
Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler. He's stealing corn buns.
Yeah.